I joined up, at the age of 17. I was going nowhere on a YTS, and I served just under 9 years altogether in the forces. And it goes hand in hand, really, that you work hard and you play hard. And drink is such a big thing in it, and it's not an excuse. Everyone's got options, and you do or you don't. But it's just the way it works. And when you come out, regardless if you've seen action or you've been to Ireland or Afghanistan, it really is hard to adjust. You're proud, you're a soldier. You don't want to be going to people saying, I've got a problem, I can't cope with this, because it's a sign of weakness. Most people tend to do very well. The people that tend to do well are normally the people who are settled and were married and that, because they've got families and that. But as a single man, coming out of the army, after 9 years and joining at 17, I didn't know much about anything else, really. All I knew is how to be a soldier. In the army, I had responsibilities, massive responsibilities as well. Some of the work I did in Northern Ireland, close observation platoon, extremely difficult and concentrated work. You really have to be good at your job. And I look back on it now and I think, how did I cope then? And it's like, well, why can't I cope now? What's the big difference? Why can you do a job like that and be so highly strung, but still cope, still be scared, but still do your job properly? And now, it'll take something like, I'll get a letter off the benefits office saying, we've stopped your money because they've made a mistake. Now, that's so stressful for me. I can't deal with things like that. I don't know how to. At the time when I went to prison, I was really low. I couldn't have gotten much lower. I would have gone back into the army because I was realising that there was nothing for me on the outside. Unfortunately, because of what happened, I wasn't allowed to join the forces again, so it pretty much cut my choices down, and I ended up in a rut. And it basically was a rut. And just gone from one thing from the other. I had problems holding jobs down, and it's just been a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. 8 years I've been out now. I served 2.25 years for a car accident, which changed my life as well. And then since then, it's been up and down, never anything super serious, but all in the same, nothing something that I'm saying is acceptable, it's trivial stuff, and it's always drink related, every single time. And it's easy for people to turn around and say to me, well, stop drinking. But there's a little bit more to it than that. And when you're being passed from pillar to post because doctors, psychiatrists and people like that don't know what to do and how to deal with you because of what you've experienced in the past and the way you are, you're not getting any answers. The amount of ex-service personnel that are in the prison with mental health problems as well, absolutely unbelievable. And these people have got real psychological issues. They're dangerous, some of these people, and they're dangerous because of what they've seen and what they've had to deal with when they've been on active duty and stuff like that. How can you get these people, how can you expect them to just fit back into society after somebody sent them to prison for a year, ignored the problem why they're there in the first place, think it's going to make them better, and they've come out and all you've done is chucked them back into the world, that same bitter world, even more bitter than what you were in the first place. It's a big circle, and it's not going to change unless somebody steps in and says, well, yeah, something needs to be done about this. I can't understand why the figures haven't been released long before now, to be honest. Because like I say, my experiences are from 9 years ago now, and I noticed it then. So it's going to be worse now because the Gulf started in 92, then you've had Afghanistan since then, and the people that are coming back from there, I feel so sorry for them. The new probation service, what they've got in line now, they're trying to bring into line to help these people who've served. I've had a lot more help. There's been a lot more direct help. It's been direct contact. There's none where you can go here and maybe they can tell you something. It's coming together. There is pieces there where it just needs all putting in place now. And I'm sure it'll help because, I've not been in trouble since that incident. I'm not homeless anymore. I've got my flat. I've got a girlfriend. I've got my dog and I'm happy. I'm not working at the moment. I'm on long-term sick with medical problems. But at the end of the day, I'm a lot more comfortable now than I have been in the last 10 years.